Ah. I'll work on it later. I will work on it later. Good morning. Good morning, y'all. Morning, Jack's mom. I am already assured, or I'm pretty sure it's gonna happen. But I'm probably gonna get banned off of TikTok again this morning. I'm already anticipating it because TikTok is also doing that exact same goofy ass thing that they normally do when they want to slow some shit down. And thanks to our new overlords over at my birthday is this Saturday. I'll be 28. All right, Harley, you got come Friday. We're gonna have to give you some birthday love. We're gonna give you some birthday love on Friday. Remember that. I'm already anticipating being banned on TikTok. I already know because somebody's feelings are about to get hurt because I'm going ham this morning, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna live up to misunderstandings and furniture moving. Oh no, I'm not gonna sing, Harley. Golly. Jeez. Okay, I can't sing. All right, we got it. They'll be killing me over here with that, man. You know what I mean? You're over here killing the game with the hey, don't sing, man. I know. Ain't gonna sing. Yeah, we're gonna live up to the name of our Mondays, misunderstandings and furniture movement, because I'm going to have a brutal, blunt, and maybe cathartic at the end of it conversation with some of y'all. Some of my less melanated brothers and sisters, some of our less melanated coffee beans have already known this, but we need to talk about it. Infernal, I'm not going to sing. Good morning, Samantha. Hey, I'm just telling y'all right now, we're going to live up to misunderstandings and furniture movement today. Because we're going to have a conversation that, again, I don't think a lot of our Caucasian brothers and sisters understand. They don't. They have fooled themselves into a false sense of security. Like, y'all are really shocked. Morning, Just Davis. Morning, brother. Ghost Snapper, Top City. I see y'all. Y'all are just now waking up to a realization that has been, oh, SZ, I already know. I expect to be banned on TikTok. Telling y'all right now, I expect to be banned on TikTok. I expect it. For harassment and bullying, it won't be of anybody. I'm telling you, our new TikTok overlords, Oracle and Larry Ellison, does not like people telling the truth about his tax break getting ass. I expect this. So I'm telling y'all right now, this is how I know. I saw Grief in Lasagna this morning. Beautiful woman, very beautiful woman. She is a widower. No, widow. Yeah, widower. No, widow? Oh, so when a man, anyway, okay. Her husband has passed away. She said that this morning. She said, I know I'm being shadow banned. There are people who are going on Twitter saying that their content on the old talk is being suppressed and shadow banned. I'm telling you, I expect to be banned this morning. I expect it. So if you have not subscribed to the YouTube channel, please do so. If you have not subscribed to the Substack, please do that as well. Because this morning we are going to have a painful, painful conversation. But we are going to live up to the phrasing or name of our Mondays, which is misunderstandings and furniture moving. So I'm going to go ahead and get this show started, get all all the particulars out of the way because I'm just telling you, I'm being dead ass honest. We need to have a conversation amongst our less melanated brethren and sisterin. We need to have a conversation because guess what? Y'all are now waking up to something that those of us within the margins have known since birth. Since birth. This shit comes with the package. The moment a black man and a black woman lay down and do the nasty and a child is born, it is part of our welcoming package. We get a binky, we get a blanket, we get a diaper, and we get the rules to be in black in the United States. We can't even read the damn thing. It's all empathic. It's like literally, it's like our parents put it in with the sperm and the egg. Y'all are now waking up to a knowledge of something that a lot of us have always known. We have always known. And I'm gonna say it out loud. Because like I said, I already expect to get banned off of TikTok. Jack's mom, exactly. TikTok is showing my old videos. Why are they doing that? Because they don't want anybody to see my new ones. And why do they not want anybody to see my new ones? Because Oracle owns TikTok. And Larry Ellison is that dude. Thank you. The talk that's not about sex, but about survival. Exactly, Samantha. That one. I'm expecting it. What's going on, JW? Listen, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Y'all are seeing more ads, more companies coming in with ads, but it is all part of the process. It is everything I'm telling you is all part of the exact same thing. What a lot of people are realizing is your ass in the middle of it too. I think I've said it on this show several times. This country has never tried to do anything for the collective of people, the poor, the working class. They have never done anything that even remotely smells like socialism. Now, FDR, if y'all, the president the right hates the most is not Barack Obama, it's not Bill Clinton, it's Franklin Delano Roosevelt. I'm telling you this. Harley said, Thomas, even my YouTube ads have changed. And they have. They have. Because companies have gotten their way for so long, but now the narrative has changed. Do y'all remember when Jonathan Greenblatt of the ADL said we have to deal with the quote unquote TikTok problem? All he was saying that he was only saying that because the conversation was not going one way. What's going on, Charmaine? Dr. Evil? What's happening? Good morning. Been a while. That's the only, they're not saying it because, my black ass uses the F-bomb in my videos. No, it's why I'm using them in the first place. But again, I'm telling you, this is not new to those of us who have lived in the margins. They've done this shit for you. They've done this shit. It is a perfected product now. Let me go ahead and get started with the show. Godzilla -1, inhale. Y'all better get ready because I'm telling you, I'm breathing fire this morning. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, good morning, Mr. and Mrs. America, and all the ships at sea. Welcome to a Misunderstandings and Furniture Moving Mess episode of The Sound of Coffee.
bring the goddamn bread. Bring us the bread.
Bring us the bread. My name is Thomas Bishop. I am known as the villain. My title and designation is the Brutalist, the leader of the Villains Guild, a proud member of the Outcast Nation. What do your mama joke this morning? It is quite complicated. Ask your mother, why does she like cucumbers with ranch dressing? And when she starts to blush, it's because of me. Cucumbers and ranch dressing. Morning, Gator in the building. Hey, that's okay, JW. Just come in, come out, brother. We good. We good. We good. Listen, God is amazing in the building. Good morning. That's all I'm gonna say. Cucumbers and ranch dressing. Well, look, your mama know. Ask her about it and watch this. She gonna be sounding like this. Eucalyptus tree. That's all I'm saying. Tell somebody, I can see you, sir. I know you can. That's all I'm saying. Be blessed, JW. Be blessed, brother. Hey, one time for the one time, one time for the one time, one time for the one time. Persepolis, the cactus, always in our hearts. Always in our hearts. Always in our hearts. B-Sep will be back this summer. Tell you that right now. B-Sep will be back this summer. And y'all might as well just go ahead and get ready for it. There will be a cactus here as my co-host. Anywho, get your C's, turn them sideways, raise them in the air, and acknowledge your coffee bean. OCB, 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 OCB. While you got your hands up there, give yourself a pat on the back. Give yourself a high five for literally the best part of this show, the coffee beans. What do we always say? The best part of waking up is hanging out with
these nuts. Got him. Got him.
That's right, y'all. Jack's mom with the $2 super chat. Today is Jack's birthday. He would be 13. Jack is always a good boy. Jack is always a good boy. Jack will always be a good boy. Rest forever in peace and harmony across that rainbow bridge, Jack. All right, so here comes the painful conversation. Over the weekend, was it Friday they did this? Was it Friday or Saturday? It was Saturday. Saturday morning, Tattoo Congressman, good morning. Welcome to the Sound of Coffee. Saturday, we are awoken to yet another ICE-assisted unaliving. Wow. I made a video on TikTok that said that ICE are not the police. It is still sitting in the shadow realm. You will have to literally go to my page, look at the video, and find it. But these things are literally go hand in hand. They're like links in a chain. And if you stay with me for the next 2 hours or so, I will explain to you why. Ladies and gentlemen, white folks just woke up to something Black, brown, and Native people have known, again, since birth. They don't give a F about your ass. I'm sorry. I know we got to rip the Band-Aid off. We have to rip the Band-Aid off. The unaliving of Alex Preddy, who was a VA nurse, and by all accounts from his mother and father, a gentle, good soul. Happened in broad daylight. It happened with several camera angles watching. And within minutes, while the ICE agents were counting the bullet holes, Kristi Noem and Greg, I wish I was the funny mustache man, but I can't grow facial hair because mommy won't take me to the barbershop to let them help me grow some hair. Bovino. They had the story rolled out before he did. The body was not even cold yet. And what you discovered is the same thing we tried to tell you when this happened 2 weeks ago with Renee Nicole Good. Oh, hey, Santiago, here's the crazy part. The NRA did. The NRA put out a statement saying that the unaliving of Alex Peretti is disgusting. And Taz, please check me. Please fact check me on that, Taz. If I'm wrong, please let me know. Hey, Jack, I don't know what the hell is going on with Bovino's hair. Maybe it's because the wind in his height level is blowing it, and his ass got to do something to keep it up. The hell are you, 5'6"? Sir, you walk around here with a long trench? You ain't got the height for a long trench, sir. I am 6 feet tall every day and twice on Sunday, right? I have a custom-made long trench coat that I had made in Korea the second time I went. If I break out that coat, everybody and their grandmother in trouble. Let me help y'all understand something. It has a claw. It has a literal white claw over my heart. That claw, by the way, if you look at it very closely, like if you go to Ghost Claw Productions, if you look at that claw very closely, that's my face. I have this thing, like literally, over my heart. Wrong and dangerous. Thank you, Taz. So if I break out that, I'm trying to intimidate the dog shit out of y'all. I am definitely trying to intimidate the dog shit out of y'all. The white cloak of privilege has been ripped off. Yes. Yes, Annabelle. Annabelle with the $2 super chat. Now, Bovino and Noem, if you watch their videos back to back or at the same time, they're saying the same thing. Literally repeating the exact same thing. Then the narrative came out, well, he showed up with a pew-pew. Wolfie, good morning all the way from Australia. I followed you back, Wolfie. He showed up at a peaceful protest with a pew-pew. And did you see how quick they did that? Did you see how quick they did that? Did you see that? Because when they did it for Renee Nicole Good, they were a little bit slow, but they inevitably got to it. With this one, it was boom, 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 boom. Within minutes. And I know there's a guy called Wet Ham. His name is Wet Ham on TikTok. I just went past one of his videos where he was crying. He's like, they did it again. And all I can think is, duh, that's what they do. This is the statement from the National Rifle Association. Quote, for months, radical progressive politicians like Tim Walz have incited violence against law enforcement officers who are simply trying to do their jobs. Unsurprisingly, these calls to dangerously interject oneself into legitimate law enforcement activities have ended in a violence tragically resulting in injuries and fatalities. As there is with any officer-involved shooting, there will be a robust and comprehensive investigation that takes place to determine if the use of force was justified. As we await these facts and gain a clearer understanding, we urge the political voices to lower the temperature to ensure their constituents and law enforcement officers stay safe. I'm going to say something out loud, and I want y'all to hear me very, very closely. This is one of the videos that I literally, this is the video I'm telling y'all got shadow banned. The pew pick they used came from a Reddit 5 days before. I'm going to say something, and I need you to understand. This is exactly, if you, again, you got to go to my page to find the video. I said 5 words. ICE is not the police. ICE is not the goddamn police. I don't care. You can get mad, but goddamn it, I'm telling you. Whoopi said, Thomas Fisher, I put the Discord. Sorry for being away from the Discord. I've had my eyes on the fire that took again, as my brother's friend is fighting that fire today. 26 towns told to evac. Wolfie, I just need you to stay safe. I need you and your family to please stay safe. The fires over there are raging over in Australia. It is bad over there. So y'all keep a good word and a good mind for Wolfie, please. Let me say this one more time. ICE is not the police. I can walk up to an ICE agent and put both of my middle fingers in his damn face. There's nothing that they can do to me. Nothing. Because, ladies and gentlemen, immigration and customs enforcement. Oh, shit. Magpie's in the building. Good morning, Thomas and Beans. I have an update on my illness. My cold is getting better, but I am staying home today for full recovery. Please do so. Magpie lives in Germany, and they got universal health care over there. Meanwhile, we over here. Listen, some of y'all have coughed on way too many damn people in public. Like, I'm going to need y'all to stifle that shit. I'm going to need y'all to put it down, baby. Hold on. All right, hold on. Let me see. U.S. Attorney Central to calibrate dangerous and wrong. Responsible public voices should be awaiting a full investigation, not making generalizations and demonizing law-abiding citizens. The tweet came from FA United States Attorney Bill SAI or whatever. Quote, if you approach law enforcement with a gun, there's a high likelihood they will be legally justified in shooting you. If I get popped by what basically amounts to a goddamn mall cop, there's going to be some goddamn problems. I wish you would. I wish you would. If you look in my direction like your ass gonna do some shit, I'm telling you right now.
I'm leaving here with something.
I'm leaving here with something.
I mean, I'm from around the way. I'm leaving with something.
You think I'm going to be afraid of ICE? TikTok Rambo. Who is this idiot? Who is this jackass? Who is this son of a bitch? Hey, Black Lando, please be in here on some respect. I'm being dead ass honest with you. Please be in here on some respect. Because guess what? I have a button. And I have the 4 horsemen, and not the ones of the apocalypse, but of old NWA wrestling as mods. You might want to sit down and enjoy your porridge. Because I'm not about to, again, ladies and gentlemen, this is my biggest problem with our leaders. This is our biggest goddamn problem with our elected leaders. They have told us to be fearful. They have told us to be fearful of this person and that person and this group and that group. I'm sorry, nah. And what I am saying is a lot of my Caucasian brothers and sisters, y'all are waking up to knowledge the rest of us grew up with. Y'all are now waking up to the knowledge that they don't give a shit about you either. Especially if your politics is left-leaning. I'm trying to tell you. Hey, Top City, the button is hot. Listen, the button is hot. Morning. Y'all are waking up to something every Black person in America, every Spanish-speaking person in America, every Native person in America, every Jewish person in America, every Muslim person in America has always known they do not like your ass. Y'all are literally labeled as Democrats. Y'all ever notice how to do that? Democrats or liberals. They call you radical liberals. Why do you think they did that? They dehumanized your ass. And you saw it happen before, you just didn't notice it. Criminal, thug, gang. They use scary MS-13, the Crips, the Bloods. Meanwhile, the Hells Angels, the Aryan Brotherhood, and all the other ones are just sitting there just like, blah, blah, blah. Oh, shit, wait a minute. Listen, Angry's like, listen, I ain't taking no damn chances, dog. Angry hit a whip, exact, thank you, Ghost. They dehumanized our asses and y'all sat there and watched them do it. Sure, you had black friends, but you didn't realize in your parents' eyes, in your neighbors' eyes, in your government's eyes, those black friends were just like the criminals and gangs that they were talking about. Now they call y'all liberal. Listen, Angry saw one comment and like
he's gotta go.
Hold on. Oh, Taz got one too? Oh, hey, yo. Whoa, we missed the ejectocito cuz around here, haven't we? Y'all are waking up to dehumanization. Y'all really thought when black folks had apprehensions about certain parts of the Republican Party, certain parts of the Democratic Party, y'all thought, oh, wow, well, you guys are making this up, and we weren't. We weren't. This shit comes with the entry. The moment mom and dad do the, we already know, in the skeet, we understand what our ass gonna be different. By the time our father, who has mounted our mother like a stallion, starts going, by that time, we already know we're in for some bullshit. Swear to gosh. Swear to gosh. We come out knowing our asses aren't wanted here. We come out the birth canal. I told y'all, we get a welcome package. We get a binky, we get a diaper, we might get a blanket, and we get the, hey, your ass black, you better learn your place rule. That comes with the package. The moment your T.O. is on top of your T.I. and he goes, you will learn walking your ass right out of the birth canal. Hey, you speak Spanish, keep your head down. They're going to think you came over here illegally. And then they did it to y'all. They did that exact same thing to y'all. I am waiting for the day an ICE agent comes down here for some R&R. I guarantee you won't be so much R&R if I get a hold of them. Listen, Wolfie over here like, I wish you would. Wolfie catching you at the parking lot. By the time you get there,
you're like, Jack, I can't feel my legs. You ain't gonna need them. Bums away.
I need y'all to understand this shit. They dehumanize. I'm gonna tell y'all the worst thing that happened for Caucasian people when it came to the United States was Bill Clinton. Because Bill Clinton convinced y'all to get along with these people. That's why I have more vitriol and disgust for a sellout who thinks like that than I do the average asshole who would like to call me the N-word. Because your black ass is over here rooting for a party that had Lee Atwater in it. And if y'all don't know why Lee Atwater is so, you know what I mean, like why you should pay very close attention to Lee Atwater, look up Lee Atwater on YouTube. It'll be the first thing you come up with, I promise you. And the Republican Party never denounced that man. The moderate Republicans never did. The centrist Republicans never did. The far-right Republicans absolutely weren't going to. They never were. Thank you. When Lee Atwater described to you the Southern strategy, and then I see black folks with MAGA hats on, and I'm looking at they dumb ass like,
he's gotta go.
He gotta go. Hey, we need take him on a Ferris wheel and then break it so that he's stuck up in the air, and then look at him and go,
Jack, I can't feel my legs. I said, you ain't gonna need them. Bombs away.
Go bye-bye. Y'all have been looking for a savior. See, y'all took politics as a spectator sport. Black, brown, native, Muslim, Jew, Asian, woman. We've taken that shit as an absolute duty because we understand the risk and we understand what's at stake at every goddamn election. And y'all thought, oh, wow, they beat up Rodney King. Must have done something. Oh, wow, they killed Trayvon Martin. Must have done something. Oh, wow, they killed Michael Brown. Well, he wasn't no angel. Every time y'all let that shit fester in your damn head, you was setting yourself up to watch it happen in real time to somebody that looks like you. Every time you believed the narrative, you were literally lining your ass up, like putting your whole booty cheeks up in the air. You done polish your right ass cheek. You done polish your left ass cheek. And you sitting around bending because they was going to kick you in yours next. They were going to kick you in yours next. The killing of Alex Peretti is tragic, but it ain't shocking, especially not to us who've had to watch as our friends get offed in the street. Trumped up charges, putting black men and black women in prison for decades, only to find out, hey, it never happened, or that person didn't do that crime. They'd have lost 30, 40, 50 years of their damn life. They come out, they're old, they're broken. They have no life at all. And then the state doesn't want to pay him for it. Alex Peretti was inevitable. Renee Nicole Good was inevitable. Inevitable. Because y'all refuse to see the problem for what it absolutely is. And it has been this all the whole time. America cannot exist unless there's an enemy to fight. And if there is no enemy to fight, America will make up one. America will make up one. All of those people who thought Mexicans were stealing their job, y'all set it up to where y'all had that belief and set up to where Alex Peretti is dead now. When y'all saw what happened to Ahmaud Arbery and just said, hey, yo, wow, that's bad. Or when y'all saw what happened to Trayvon Martin, like, wow, that's bad. They were setting up to get Renee Nicole Good killed. And I'm going to be honest with you. I really want y'all to understand they ain't the next. They're not the last two. They're not. They're not. And then you get a chance to see what we have always seen, what black and brown folks have always seen, what native folks have always seen. First, they kill the body. Then they kill the reputation. Rinse and repeat. Morning, Austin. Rinse and repeat. First, they kill the body. Then they kill the reputation. They have to make people believe that the person on the ground was so bad that he or she had to be taken off of the census. Y'all didn't burn down nothing. Y'all didn't burn down nothing. Y'all kept going to Target and Walmart. Y'all just wrote them off. Because the state told you. And by the state, I mean the government who's in charge of law enforcement. I'm talking about the media that's looking for access to that government. So they'll say whatever the hell they'll say whatever the government wants them to say. And you just turn a blind eye. Y'all thought it was shocking that Renee Nicole Good got shot in her face? Do y'all not remember Sonia Massey? Like, is that? And what did they tell y'all was the reason for Sonia Massey getting shot in the face? It was so flimsy. They were so flimsy with their bullshit. They tried to equate a pot of water across a room to a bullet. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Think about that. I feared for my life and the life of my children. A pot of hot water and a bullet. And how many Caucasian brothers and sisters said nah? And not only pushed for accountability and justice for Sonia Massey, but actually said, I will burn this goddamn CBS down if I don't get some damn justice for Sonia Massey. How many of y'all did that? So I'm sitting there watching Wet Ham and he's crying and I'm literally going, a part of me is like, yo, man, I feel that. Another part of me is like, hello, welcome to being Black in America. Love you, Jessica. Renee still had a pulse even after she got hit and they left her to die. It has been confirmed. Yeah. Go look at how Michael Brown was actually killed. Go take a look at it. And then look at how many times or how long he stayed on that ground. Out there. On the ground. Did he have a pulse? Nobody ever checked. I doubt it. Do y'all realize Freddie Gray was handcuffed and put in the back of a paddy wagon where it bounced him around the walls until he fell, broke his neck and his spinal column, and died? What was the first thing y'all heard about Freddie Gray? Oh, he used to sell drugs. Body, reputation, you know, to understand it. And they figured, well, shit, they ain't arguing over these Negroes. Why should it matter if we do it to one of them? This has always been something that those of us in the margins have known about the United States. The fact that a very racist man was even thought of for the presidency, we weren't shocked at all. You did not see one Black or brown person go, oh my God, is Trump running? We like, oh, of course Trump's running. Of course. A lot of y'all thought racism was over because of Barack Obama. And we were like, I'm sorry, it doesn't work that way. No, nothing works. That's not how this works. Or how about the story of Dexter Wade in Mississippi? This man was hit, ran over by Mississippi police. And rather than calling his mother, baby mama, somebody, he had his wallet in his front pocket. They buried his ass in the graveyard behind the police station, where he sat for 9 months until his mother decided to do an investigation, where she found that her son was in this graveyard. So were, at the time, 215 other people. What was the thing that they put in the news about Dexter Wade? He's had trouble with the law, and he's had several run-ins with the law. Does But does that count about the fact that the law ran into him? Is that, are we gonna get something about that? And I want y'all to know something. This came from the mouth of Senator Chris Murphy. He said, when talking to the Department of Justice and Pam Boogie Bondi, will she back these people off? She said they would back ICE off of out of Minnesota if they got the voter rolls. If they got the voter rolls. Amy, listen, Jack's mom with the $5 super chat, she just brought it up. Morning, sunshine, rain. Finding it real hard not to be cynical at watching people be shocked and not feeling like it's a slap in the face. Like we haven't been screaming warnings for years. That's exactly my point. Y'all thought this was politics. No, this was life. This is America, ladies and gentlemen. Yo, everybody love that song. This is America. Don't let your kids. Okay. Did you notice the first part of that video? Man gets shot, right? Man on the ground. The gun is being politely walked away. We've been telling y'all, America, the Second Amendment looks a little bit different when the hand holding on to the pew-pew is black. We told y'all this, you didn't believe. We have told y'all that America has this goddamn problem for decades. I told y'all, it comes with the skeet. It comes with the skeet. We are taught, we know that we are not wanted in this country. We've known this shit. We know that the law enforcement apparatus, which started out as slave patrols, still hire people that believe we ain't shit. Every one of us is criminals. Every one of us. Bullshit. Bullshit. They have bypassed Holman and the head of Border Patrol and elevated Greg Bovino because they want the public confrontations and displays. It is not, and I don't know why you do this, Taz. You know I can't seize it. It is not just Tim Walz and Jacob Frey driving tensions. It is a policy choice made by the Secretary of Homeland Security and those around her because they thought it would make, it would make for great coverage. Y'all in the goddamn Running Man. Hey, white folks, welcome to the Running Man. My brother E's over in the comment section. Hey, E, I made you a happy birthday video, but much like everything else, it's shadow banned. So let me go ahead and say it publicly. I love you and happy birthday, my dear friend. Welcome to the 5-4 club, buddy. We tried to tell y'all this. Again, there is a reason Black women have been the barometer of democracy. Black women don't fall for the banana in the tailpipe. Do y'all hear what I'm trying to tell y'all? So we got the Running Man and Hunger Games starting. Exactly, Gambit. It's bread and spectacle, people. It is bread and spectacle. And it is done on purpose. But the subjects of it happening before didn't look like you. They had y'all asses out here scared as shit of South Central Los Angeles gangs, and your ass live in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. You ain't even got nobody near you, dog. Hold on. So They want your ass terrified of Crips and Bloods carrying AK-47s in Compton, and your ass lives in Corinth, Idaho. You ain't never gonna see a Crip or a Blood. You might cut yourself, see some blood, and then see a guy with a wheelchair and he's crippled. That's as close to a Crip and Blood your ass going to get. The fuck are we talking about? But they had y'all ass out here scared as shit. They had y'all dumbasses out here scared as shit. Ah, the crack demons. Ah! So when y'all saw inner city violence, y'all were like, they're just killing themselves. The communities are trash. And you believed it. Alex Peretti came from a nice family. Renee Nicole Good had a beautiful wife and 3 beautiful kids. What did they do? Body, reputation, hello. And a lot of y'all are really upset about it, and rightfully so. But let me tell you something. Welcome to every life that has ever been lost at the hands of law enforcement that you didn't pay attention to. That you did not pay attention to. What did he do? Gilbert, what the hell did you just do? Now it ain't playing, man. Go send me an audio clip and they ain't playing. I need y'all. You ain't ancient. Shut up, E. How you gonna say you ancient and I'm a month older than you? Sir, we're vintage. Stop playing. Professor Moriarty, you're talking about we're ancient. Get out of here. But I want y'all to morning, Nana, love you. I need you to understand that. Every time the death of an unarmed Black person happened and you didn't have a visceral in your gut feeling, you were literally hastening your own demise. Because y'all ancient. We ain't ancient, we're vintage. We'll be ancient when both of us are sitting in rockers and with no teeth, trying to drink coffee and gum scones on the porch. E, better stop that shit. You get ancient. Get out of here. I'm a month older than you, sir. Stop. So y'all saw this shit coming and didn't do anything about it. AJ, love you. Kiss that kid for me, please. Y'all saw this shit coming. No, we're not ancient, angry. Shut up. This shit was right in front of y'all. And you never noticed. You never raised the stink. You never got mad. You never said, why should I care about commerce when people's lives are being lost? Why? When Ron DeSantis pushed a bill that said it would be okay for you to run over protesters, which is a direct, and I'm going to say this one more again, a direct violation of your First Amendment rights, there's no way he should have got a second term. None. There is no reason that man should have gotten a second term. But he did, because Florida. Oh, look, it's Florida. We expect it. We expect Florida to do Florida shit. But y'all were conditioned. For decades, your mama and daddy were conditioned. They mama and daddy was conditioned. They mama and daddies was conditioned. Like, I need y'all to understand something. How in the hell are we both lazy and thieves? And we didn't start being lazy thieves until them chains came off. Y'all ever ask yourself that question? How'd that happen? Of course we're ancient to you, Harley. You're in your 20s. Like, Harley, I love you with everything in me, but I will never pee in the house with you. Never. Like, if you in the house and I got to pee, I'm gonna go out back because, listen, I don't want no more kids. I'm playing. We've been lazy since the chains came off. Ain't that something? We've been lazy and shiftless since the chains came off. Every time somebody tried to direct a conversation about America's racist history to slavery, as if we all was just like, yeah, we want reparations for that. We talking about right now. Every time y'all dug up them old bones of Dr. Martin Luther King and came and paraded them in front of our face, every time y'all missed the point. There was never any dignity for us. There was never any idea that we should be treated better than this. Of course, black folks gonna say it. It's happening to us. Of course, brown people are going to say it. It's happening to them. But the large white majority never noticed or never cared. And that not noticing and not caring was a seed. And it grew and grew and grew and grew. All the shit y'all ever told us, about the presidency, who can and can't be in it, Donald Trump proved that to be wrong. The fact that he was running with 34 felonies. Y'all told us that a felony meant you was a bad person. This some bitch got 34 of them. He was still a presidential candidate. Y'all never shut off the damn news when they were trying to explain or trying to scare your little silly ass in the suburbs that the black gangs were coming. Y'all never turned that shit off. Y'all never reported it to like sending letters and shit like, hey, what's all that bullshit you put out there? I literally live in a cornfield. I ain't seen a black person, let alone a Crip or a Blood. And I damn sure the only crack I've ever seen is the shit in the pavement. What are you talking about? You never did it. You never did it. Never. And the bodies piled up. The death piled up. The excuses piled up. The destruction of the reputation piled up, and you sat there. You sat your ass right there. And now y'all are shocked because an arm of the government is taking out white people. Hi. Daniel Shaver's wife is on TikTok. Listen to her tell the story about what happened to her husband. How he was getting two conflicting sets of orders, two conflicting sets of instructions, while wearing some basketball shorts and a t-shirt. And why did they call? Why was he even in this situation where two cops are giving him conflicting orders? Because somebody saw him. He was a man who dealt with rodents. So he had one of them little rodent rubber pew-pews. You pop a rodent in the head and the mother gone. Morning, Inferno. Morning, Juju. I need you to understand this. And Daniel Shaver's a white man. A lot of y'all didn't realize who Black Lives Matter went out. That it was Black Lives Matter that went out and protested for the death of Daniel Shaver. The man who did this heinous thing, who mind you he brought his own personal AR-15 on a police call, and on the side of it said, "You're effed." That man was fired, then he was rehired, then he retired, and they paid him something like $250-something thousand, I believe. Did y'all bat an eye? Nope. Tony Tempa, white person. Did you bat an eye? Nope. They conditioned you. Every piece of media conditioned you. Law and Order conditioned you. Just like medical dramas condition you. Y'all really believe that when the doctor goes in and gives you his ass to kiss or her ass to kiss, y'all like, well, that's not how they do it on Grey's Anatomy. No shit. Of course they don't. It's not like The Pit. Oh my God, it's not like The Pit. How are y'all shocked? My sister, my good friend, accomplished writer, and one of the founding members of the Villains Guild, Miss JB, is in the building. Right now, in both chats, you have 5 of the 6 original members of the Villains Guild in the building. Just wanted to throw that out there. So they conditioned you, and you ate it up. You believed it. That's why it hurts now, don't it? That's why when y'all saw what happened to Renee Nicole Good, it hurts you. It really hurt you. And I'm in no way, shape, form, or fashion making fun of, making light of, or anything like that of the death of Renee Nicole Good or Alex Preddy. I am not. In fact, what I am advocating for is to explain to you why you feel the way you do about their unalivings, about their deaths. Because you did not ever see a person that looked like you getting the killing the body and killing the reputation part. You never saw it. You never saw it. Not much of a gospel, exactly, Garland. It's not much of a gospel, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Y'all aren't used to this. It hurts a little bit more because you're thinking she's a mother. He was a nurse. And y'all watch as government institutions label them agitators and they're Antifa. Meanwhile, black folks over here going, like, but wait a minute. I can't believe that. I can't believe. Yeah, you can. You've always believed it. You have always believed it. But you didn't expect it to be somebody that looked like you. Y'all are over here wondering, wait a minute. They're killing us. Duh.
Just bring the goddamn bread. Bring us the bread.
They are always killing us. Y'all are just shocked that the us looks like you now. When we told y'all, I will never forget this conversation. Why are black people burning up their own communities? Because it don't belong to us. It don't. I'm going to tell y'all something. I love shopping at CVS, but I ain't got no loyalty to it. If my child is gunned down in the middle of the street, F that goddamn CVS. F that CVS. I will go inside and start the goddamn fire. Don't care. Don't care. It ain't because I know how this works. I've told y'all, I have a son who literally just got out of prison. Now, a lot of people will hear that and go, well, what was he in there for? Was it drug dealing? No, not listening to probation officer when his ass went joyriding in a car. Now, if my son is gunned down in the street, do you think they're going to say anything about his upbringing? Going to talk about how, he was bipolar, he's schizophrenic, things of that nature. Do you think they're going to go? No. You think he's going to get the mental health excuse? No. He's a black kid. Hey, be safe, Mary. I love you. Kiss your husband, kiss your kids for me, please. No, he's a black kid, a thug, a criminal with a long, extensive record. Now, imagine if my son was white. That could be your kid. That could be your kid. Renee Nicole Good could be your wife, your girlfriend. Alex Preddy could be your husband, your boyfriend, your baby daddy. And y'all are seeing the process happen in front of you. You just shocked because, oh shit, the skin's different. Duh. Same system, different skin color, baby. I need y'all to hear me and understand this shit. This is why we torch those damn things. What's the rule of engagement in the war against terrorism? We couldn't even pop unless we were popped at. There were literally steps that the American service member in Afghanistan and Iraq had to take before they could even put their weapon from safe to semi. We tried to tell you this. I didn't want to listen. Y'all really thought electing Barack Obama was going to end all of this. It ain't. Hell no. It is not going to end this at all. Like none. Electing a black man did not mean that all of a sudden America got over its racist boner. It never did. It never did. Max, it's because when they trained us to do what we did, we understood that that was some international shit. If our black asses or our soldier asses had went from 0 to everybody in the car gotta go in a second, that's some Geneva Convention breaking shit. When y'all told us to love the police, black people need to love the police and stop hating them. They're there to do a job. When y'all started talking that Blue Lives Matter shit, it was a slap in our goddamn face. It was a spit in our eye. Oh, we supposed to love them? Oh, you mean the guys that come into a neighborhood and even old Miss Johnson, who lives 6 doors down, the woman's husband died in like 1988 of throat cancer. She's sitting there collecting Social Security. You got to bust into her house. You got to kick her damn door down. You got to put her ass in handcuffs. Look up Eleanor Bumpers. Look up Eleanor Bumpers. Look her up. Look at what the damn cops did. We told y'all this. This is the misunderstanding part. I want y'all to hear me. This part, everything that I'm telling you, is the misunderstanding. Y'all genuinely thought this shit wouldn't touch you. And we were sitting there going, okay. Think of it if you want to. And they slid little shit on y'all. And your elected leaders ran, liberal. Oh my God. Don't touch me with the liberal. Instead of embracing it. Erica, listen, the respect is always there. I respect you immensely. And I'll respect all of y'all. I really want y'all to understand it. I do not say a single thing I am saying right now out of malice. I don't have a hating bone in my body. I know that sounds like Kendrick Lamar, but it's true. I don't have a hating bone in my body. I don't. All I am trying to explain to my leftist, liberal, progressive, socialist, whatever friends on the other side is this. They were always going to do this. Morning, Mandy. They were always going to do this. They gave y'all labels and y'all just watched them do it. You watched as Schumer, Pelosi, Hakeem Jeffries, AOC, Ilhan Omar. Y'all watched as Bill Clinton, as Joe Biden, as Maxine Waters, all ran from the word liberal. Y'all ran from it. And then what happened? Oh, I know. They turned it into a slur. And they labeled you with it. What did they call Renee Nicole Good? A left-wing agitator. What did they call Alex Preddy? A left-wing agitator. They hit y'all with that Democrat shit. See, Donald Trump is one of the dumbest human beings on earth, but he is surrounded by some. Morning, Mike. Semper Fi, brother. Semper Fi. But even though I was in the army, who are? Anyway, Donald Trump is one of the dumbest human beings ever to occupy any office, period. Yet he is surrounded by wolves. He is surrounded by wolves. And guess what? Those wolves, they don't like you. Especially if your politics has anything to do with the idea of everybody getting better at the same damn time, you were always the enemy of these goddamn people. But they made damn sure they walked you, they dog walked you right into it. And you fell for it over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. Every time. You mean to tell me all these cops in the United States and all of these unarmed black people just dying, popping, getting popped, shot in the back, shot in the front, 58 bullets, 68 bullets, 100 bullets. And you mean to tell me not one time did you ever question how that happened or why that happened or who was more responsible, the person with the pew-pew and the badge or the person who was unarmed? You never fought that. Never. Y'all thought y'all had the Second Amendment. Oh, well, we got the Second Amendment. Alex Preddy just proved to you. No, you don't. Because the Second Amendment in the liberals' hand looks a little bit different than the Second Amendment in the conservative hands. Take liberal and conservative out, put white and black, and you will understand what the hell I am trying to tell you. Wolfie said he don't like them wolves. The Heritage Foundation, they want theocracy. They want y'all obedient. And they got it. They just needed to condition you enough to be able to take it when it happens to somebody who look like you. That was it. That was it. They wanted to condition your dumb ass to always see the dead person as the bad person. So that way, when it happened to you or to someone that looks like you, you'd be perfect. You would go, well, yeah, it probably was a left-wing agitator. Oh, yeah, maybe Renee Nicole Good was a left-wing agitator. Dehumanized her before that woman was even announced or pronounced dead. Dehumanized her. That's what they did to us. And I'm going to tell y'all something. A lot of people are running around here with this idea of what you do in the community. I put in the work. Look at my resume. I put in the work. Look at my resume. They taught your dumb ass that too. They taught you that too. They taught you that too. Fred Hampton was ready to die. He was ready to die. Ready to die. Malcolm X was ready to die. Martin Luther King was ready to die. Some of y'all are ready for your TikTok live. I put in the work. Look at my resume. Why does your resume matter more than the people that you help? Because you were conditioned. And all of you were doing was participating in the government just to let them know how you feel about what they're doing. He's right. They don't want you to have a voice about anything. That came from Garland. It's true. Before we were cold, they brought up our past and our parents' past. Thank you, Chaos. Thank you. Because both Garland and Chaos are hitting the exact same point, and both of them are right. Y'all knew. Y'all knew better. You just didn't do better. So when we rose up with this fury that resulted in shit getting burnt down, windows getting smashed out, what did y'all focus on? Look at the looting. Because materialism was the only thing y'all saw. Y'all didn't see the reason why. I don't give a goddamn if somebody takes a 60-inch plasma television. I'm more worried about the fact that the reason they're out there smashing up and taking the shit in the first place is because Rodney King got his ass beat. and then y'all blamed him for the beating. Freddie Gray was handcuffed. And do you know why they got him? He had a switchblade. They were doing an arrest, and they saw him. He came out, saw him, went back the other way. They stopped him. He had a switchblade on him, a switchblade. They handcuffed him, put him in the back of the damn paddy wagon without securing him. They bounced around, ran all kinds of shit. He went and literally snapped his neck and his spinal column and died. First thing y'all hear about him, oh, he used to deal drugs. Was he dealing them then? No. No. He was an innocent victim. Same thing with George Floyd. Remember the pregnant woman with the gun to the... Was he doing that now? No. He was just buying a pack of freaking cigarettes. When Kyle Rittenhouse killed 2 people in Wisconsin, what'd you hear about him? What did you hear about him? Did you hear that they were husbands and fathers? Did you hear that they were brothers? Did you hear that they were friends? And Minneapolis looks like Ferguson did in 2014. Exactly, JB. Did y'all hear about how these men helped their community? No. What did you hear? One was a thief and the other one was a child molester. Which justified a 17-year-old taking their life. Again, they conditioned you. Thank you. Phoenix, thank you so much, because I was trying to remember that name. Amadou Diallo. 41 shots while he was 19 landed while he was reaching for his wallet. Do you know why they don't talk a lot about Elijah McClain's death? Because he didn't have a criminal record. I said what I said. Argue with your mama, don't argue with me. No, I don't believe that. Oh, yeah, the Saturday Night Ride was a real thing back in the day. And if you survived, it guaranteed you, it ruined your weekend. I'm trying to get y'all to get this. They made Rittenhouse into a darling. Meanwhile, he was a demon. It's true. Again, look back in American history. Nothing I'm saying is wrong. Nothing I'm saying is wrong. This is the misunderstanding part. They called them race riots. They were not. They were white people attacking black towns and black citizens in said town. They burnt, they loot, they pillaged, they raped, they murdered. But they called it a race riot. Why did they call it that? Because if they called it what it actually was, the insurance companies would have had to pay out to those black business owners. But if it's a both sides thing, they ain't got to pay shit. Tell me again why we don't need reparations. Go ahead. I just need you to say that. I need somebody to go ahead and say, well, you guys don't deserve reparations. Okay. All right. They conditioned you. And you let them. White people are coming to a very ugly, disgusting realization. Yeah, some woman did marry Rittenhouse. The county in North Carolina where the cops almost killed a group of teens from high school for driving back to Kingston, North Carolina. They were going home. Thank you, Harley. Y'all, I'm out. I am foggy and I need to protect my mental health right now. I love y'all. Thomas, you are on your game, Professor. Happy birthday. Michael, please go rest. Michael Pruitt has been through it. And if y'all have some good thoughts, please send them to him. We are so glad that he's here. So glad. We love the hell out of you, Michael Pruitt. Please remember that. But they conditioned you. They conditioned you over and over and over and over and over and over again. You know why Barry Weiss running CBS is dangerous? It has nothing to do with Israel or Palestine or anything like that. It has a lot to do with the fact that her boss, David Ellison, and his father, Larry Ellison, are Trump supporters. And for her to have that mandate, what you're going to get is a whole lot of reputation destruction. A lot of it. Alex Peretti was a left-wing agitator who showed up at a thing with a gun. This used to be called the Tiffany Network. It's just mainstream. It is. It will take decades to fix this. I will put it this way. When we even get to some level of what used to somewhat look like normal, I'll be dead. I will be dead and gone. This show will be being hosted by an AI robot or Magpie. Hopefully it'll be Magpie because I don't like AI robots hosting my damn show. Do y'all understand? They disarmed this man and then popped him. Unarmed man. At that point, unarmed man. And they popped his ass right after. I'm talking within seconds. And what did the 2A crowd do? Hey, Nikki QB, thank you for that. What did the 2A crowd do? What'd they do? Well, if you just comply with ICE, you won't die. You see men with arsenals in their house. Their child is sharing a bedroom with his brother because daddy has all of his pew-pews in a closet along with the other pew-pews that are spread all around the room that he goes and lays down and rubs gun oil in special places for. They're saying if you bring a pew-pew to a riot or a protest, expect to get killed. Those people are saying it. They're saying it. When they had y'all ass up here seeing those pretty little white girls with the AR-15s, y'all thought that was Americana. Then y'all saw a black father with 3 black children and a black wife who is teaching his children weapon safety. And y'all freaked out. Ah! They conditioned you. Go on, morning, Weatherwax. Wax, yeah. I'm trying to tell you. They got y'all ass ready for it. They got y'all ass ready for it. And what did you do? You accepted it. You accepted it. And then you saw what happened to Renee Good. I think Renee Good was a wake-up call for a lot of y'all. I think Renee Good was a wake-up call for y'all. Y'all didn't see yourselves in Sonia Massey or Sandra Bland or Breonna Taylor or Tatiana Jefferson. Y'all didn't see yourselves in them. But you did see your goddamn self in Renee, didn't you? I'm gonna just go ahead and repost you, sir. May your numbers climb. Thank you, Weatherwax. I appreciate that. Oh, Top City, they not mad enough. Y'all ain't mad enough. When that happened, how many of y'all wanted to torch Minneapolis? Morning, Top. How many of y'all looked at what happened and said, why are we even? Yep, thank you, JB. The programming is working. How many of y'all looked at what happened to Alex Peretti on Saturday and said, Minneapolis should not exist as a town today? Not a lot of you, right? Not a lot of you. Because you're still under the conditioning. Some of y'all actually parroted the shit Kristi Noem said. Some of y'all listened to Greg Bovino and actually gave that shit credence. Actually gave his words some weight. And it's not shocking because y'all do that with every police officer shooting of an unarmed black or brown person. You do it all the time. You do it all the time. This ain't no damn secret. This is not a secret. I'm going to tell you something. I'm not even the most intelligent person that will say it. You got the Ta-Nehisi Coates and the Michael Eric Dysons of the world that will tell you the same thing I'm telling you right now. You were conditioned to only see when anybody in authority takes out the life of somebody who is unarmed or what have you, the person on the ground is wrong. The person with the gun is right. They've conditioned you. Even when we are the victims, we're labeled the bad guy, like Carmelo. Shout out to Carmelo Anthony. Free Carmelo. Let me tell you something. Carmelo Anthony's case is another example of exactly what I am talking about. They darkened his skin for Fox News. Make sure his dreadlocks were in there, even though on one side his shit was pulled out. I ain't got to lie about it. Go look. Go look. They want so badly to put that boy under the jail. Who was the first person talking the next day? The other kid's dad. Ray said, Thomas, I saw what happened and thought it's time to revolt. It should be. It should have been years ago. If you had been paying any attention, you would have known. Yeah. Had you been paying any attention, you would have known. But I need you to hear me when I say this. You won't. Here's the furniture moving part of this, kids. Even with seeing Alex Preddy get gunned down, even with seeing Renee Nicole Good get gunned down, even when seeing that ICE is using 5-year-olds as bait, you still won't do shit. Because the news is going to tell you that this is just how democracy works. I'm going to say this. Let me go ahead and get my damn sound ready because I already know y'all going to be mad as hell when I say this. American democracy is a scam. American democracy is a scam. And you guys are going to elect people who are going to continue that scam. I'm telling you. Let me help you understand something. John Ossoff and his campaign keep sending me emails for money. I'm not giving you a goddamn thing. I'm not. Sorry. I am not giving you a goddamn thing. Because what I see out of people that I hired to do a job is a whole lot of, we're very concerned. As long as Chuck Schumer is the Senate Minority Leader, I'll be goddamned if I give you shit. You can kiss my ass. It ain't happening. Y'all are mad. Y'all are hurt. And rightfully so. But guess what? Guess what? This country's always been this way. Nothing we're doing is shocking. Nothing. Especially to those of us in the know. I'll give you an example. Devil Dog is in the comment section. Devil Dog is in the comment section. Devil Dog is a retired first sergeant from the United States Marine Corps. Devil Dog and I might be the same age or he might be older than me. Don't know. But I will tell you this much. Ask Devil Dog. Ask him. Has this shit been changed? No. It never has. They gave y'all, he's younger than me. My bad. Shit, he's younger than me. Damn, I'm old among you. The shit y'all saw them do to us was a precursor to what they will do to you. And you are not mad enough. You're not. You still believe that this shit can be fixed in the midterm. Oh, it'll be fixed, all right. Don't get me wrong. It absolutely will be. But not the way y'all think. Exactly. Weather Wax, thank you. Standing Rock. Standing Rock was another example. Here are native people saying they do not need an extra pipeline anywhere near their water supply or where their source of food and nutrition grazes at. And guess what? They fought and fought and fought and fought and fought. What was the narrative that came out of that? What was the narrative? All you far leftists. The reason I get so mad at y'all is this. Y'all played petty when you should have played to win. Y'all did to politics what white people were doing to black and brown bodies getting shot in the street and ignored it. Whoopi says, Thomas Bishop, I just got an update on the fire where my brother's friend is fighting is the area that is big in a car. In a car, it's an hour and 43-minute drive between points. That's how far it stretches. God damn. Damn it, Wolfie. Please be safe, man. Garland even said it. Because you accepted it happening to us, they think it's all right for them to do. They go about campaigning to make you believe it, and unfortunately, most times you do. Understand something. You want a revolution. You want a revolution, but you want a revolution on your terms. And I'm sorry, the game doesn't come down like that. There's no part of the game that thing happens like that. No part. There's not a single part of the game that starts off with you being able to pick and choose what battles you have. This shit literally was happening to us. They talked about riots first. Not even the reason a peaceful protest would be out there. They ain't talk about that. They ain't talk about that. In the span of a couple of months, we had the death of Ahmaud Arbery, Breonna Taylor, and George Floyd. In the span of a few months, the death of Ahmaud Arbery, Breonna Taylor, and George Floyd. And what did they do to every single one of them? They killed the body, then they killed the reputation. And y'all sat there and watched them do it. You wanted to play the revolution, but it was on your terms. That wasn't good enough. You out your goddamn mind. And they literally had y'all out here feeling guilty for a police station going up in flames. You have got to be kidding me. Because they got your ass out of here rooting for materials and not the human life that is dead on the streets. Peace, love, and blessings, Troy. They got your ass out here arguing for televisions and car lots. And what preceded Kyle Rittenhouse being in Wisconsin? A man trying to leave in his car, a black man trying to leave in his car, is shot in his back. And before that young man got to the hospital for the doctors to operate on him, they were already saying he was behind on child support. It was a domestic violence with his baby mama, and he has a criminal record. The boy's in the goddamn ambulance. So when y'all think we are rioting, it's because we don't have a voice and no one is listening. We've tried every other way. I made one of my very first Villains Rants over on YouTube. You can find it. It says, how do we protest? We have tried every single way that white folks have told us to express our grievances, watching black folks getting murked, getting killed in the streets. Every way. And nobody ever heard us. Never heard us. But they notice when something's on fire. That's when they start giving a shit. Oh, wait a minute. Is that a Kia dealership and everything's on fire? No. These riots must stop. You ain't gonna talk about why we're out there, though, right? So the 2026 Kia is more important than that young black man that got 6 bullets in his back, right? Right. And how many of our left-leaning liberal friends bought into that too? You did. That is how they dehumanize harms, by trivializing real pain and humanizing material things, by infantilizing perpetrators like they're fictional, but holding unrealistic standards for victims. Let me ask y'all a question. Which lasts more? Your car or the life and reputation of a human being? If people started going and burning up goddamn most of Minneapolis today because of the death of Alex Preddy, number one, I'd be like, about time. And number two, it would be labeled as a riot. If you peacefully protest, they don't want you out there. If you march on the streets, they'll tell you can get ran over. If you send strongly worded messages, nobody answers. If you get and rally in front of computers or in video things and try to upload them to social media, TikTok will ban you or shadow ban the shit out of you. In other words, they're doing today to white folks what they have been doing to black folks for 60, 70, 80, 90 goddamn years. Same tactics, new technology, baby. Same tactics, new technology. And once again, the sheer apathy amongst the Caucasians in America that know this shit ain't right is pissing me off. Far leftists will continue to dig up Bernie Sanders even long after he's dead. I'm sorry. You mean to tell me y'all can hear this man's ideas and ain't nobody under the age of 100 there to get him started? No. Because a lot of y'all don't want the pain that comes, because I'm going to tell you something. To stand up for all will get you killed. The way y'all venerate Martin Luther King, the way y'all venerate Malcolm X, the way y'all venerate Fred Hampton, they ain't here no more, are they? The reason y'all can keep bringing up that one line from that one part of the I Have a Dream speech is because he ain't here. To stand up for the collective of all humanity comes with the knowledge that they gonna get you. You can do the conspiracy theory thinking it's the Trilateral Commission in the Illuminati. You can do the straight up, oh, it's the CIA op shit. But the facts on the ground still remain. Your ass gonna get popped. It comes with death. It comes with death threats. It comes with, oh, you might lose your job. It comes with they coming after your children. And if you think I am making this up, prosecutors literally quit the Justice Department. FBI agents quit the FBI because Pam Bondi wants to do an investigation on Renee Nicole Good's wife. This is what you get, children. This is what you get, children. This is what comes with the package. to stand your ass out there, whether it's social media, whether it's boots on the ground, to stand in front and say, enough is enough. You putting a lot of shit on notice, a lot of shit out in the public. You risk so much more. And how many people want to do that? How many people want to do that? How many people are willing to put their husbands and wives in danger to speak out for the collective? How many brand deals do you think you'll lose if you tell people how you feel about this current administration? They're out here thinking about the bag. They're thinking about the bag. The entire existence of Ghost Claw Productions Radio comes from the fact that I know I'm never going to be verified on TikTok. That's my largest platform, most followers. I have had an account warning on that goddamn account for almost 3 years. And that's just me standing in front of a microphone using an F-bomb. You know what I mean? Death threats. People calling your job. People calling your mom, your dad. Ain't nobody trying to risk that. For Renee Nicole Good? Nah. No. They ain't trying to do that. They ain't trying to do that. That's why when everybody shows up to vote in presidential elections, but not congressional ones. That's why calling or showing up at the offices of your elected official is something y'all just can't do. You don't want to put no name to face. You want your words out there, but you ain't trying to put no name to face. For real? In this day and age? Nope. And that is why, and I'm going to say this right now, again, this is part of the furniture movement. Let me go ahead and get my button ready. There will be another one. There will be another Renee Nicole Good. There will be another Alex Preddy very, very soon. I get it. I get it. But now it's starting to sting now, ain't it? Starting to sting now, ain't it? So y'all sitting around watching. Morning, leggy lady. I ain't see you coming there. Y'all this is why the shock is pissing off people. This is why. No disrespect to Wet Ham. I don't know him as a person. Those tears he was shedding this morning were literally, they were justified. He was hurt, and I got that. But the other thing I kept thinking in the back of my head, that cynical part, the heart is all about, hey, I got empathy, I got sympathy, I understand this is really hurtful. But my head is like, what took you so long? What took you so long? They were fighting against police brutality before I was born. My mother and father they both made the decision as young adults to move. Their family, my father moved. He just left and went to the Navy. My mother got the hell up out of Dillon, South Carolina. That's why I said I don't have baby boomer parents. I have greatest generation parents. I do. And what they taught me was, in America, the one thing that I am assured will be seen before anything I say is the color of my skin. There is no way else to describe it. Light-skinned guy, Jen, good morning. Hey, brother, reach out to us. We want to get you on Superplex Party one night. I really want you to hear me. Really want you to hear me. Before I walk in a room, I am a black man. When I get to a room, I am a black man that carries the joys and the pain of literally generations of black men and women that came long before my ass. I carry that. And why do I carry it? Why is it there? Because America put my ass in that position. Before I open my mouth, before I even show my face, before I even say anything, oh shit, he's black. Boom. Instantly. And you'll see a lot of sellout ass Tunisians going, black people are being racist. And no, bitch, I'm not. I'm being dead ass honest. That shit is caked in. It's baked into the marrow of the United States. Why the hell am I going to sit here and pretend like it isn't? And again, you can get mad at me about this, but you cannot argue with the fact that I'm telling the truth. Lucky lady with the dollar, with the £1.99 super chat, land of the free. Yeah. Yeah. That's what they sold it to you as. Guana, what's happening? Good morning. Thomas, can I do a Hunter Sambos on the Moriarty file? By all means, sir. You absolutely 100% can do that. It's your show. It's your show. You do whatever you want to on it. Just don't get us hemmed up. They have told you with movies, television shows, newspapers, books, magazines. They told you who to love and who to hate. They told you who to respect and who to not respect. They told you who was worth something and who wasn't. They have literally pitted black folks against Jews, Jews against Muslims, Muslims against other Muslims, Mexicans against blacks, whites, always sitting above this. Everybody hates them, according to these folks. They conditioned you. Conditioned you. So what happens when that conditioning stops? What happens when reality sets in? Condition. Oh, shit. Here's a video of Renee Nicole Good getting shot in the face. Wait a minute. Hold up. Hold on. Whoa. Wait a minute. This ain't supposed to happen. Wait a minute. What happened? What did they do? Oh, my God. Guess what? They've done it before. You just didn't notice. They shot Sonia Massey in her face. Nothing got burned down. Nothing got torched. Nobody went out and tore up anything. Thomas Bishop, when I see you and I don't see a black man, I see a man that I do not see color. I work out of respect. You respect me, I will give you nothing but respect back. Wolfie, I need you to see a black man. I need you to. And I need you to understand that with seeing me as a black man also means that you see the differences you and I will have, in not just in Australia or in the United States, but in the world. I need you to see that. I need you to see it, and I need you to respect it and understand it. And I love the hell out of you, Wolfie, and you know that. But if you and I were ever walking into a place side by side, somewhere in America, they're going to look at you as safe, and they're going to look at me as a threat. It comes with the package. But what happens when that package hits a little bit too close to home? Morning, Tenchi. Listen, they will, and here's the crazy part. Taz said, colorblindness isn't a plus. It's ignoring a core component, which is true. They got y'all out here being afraid of ICE. The arrest report for ICE, the arrest. But ICE ain't no goddamn cop. What you talking about? They got y'all literally out here arguing with the fact that ICE is arresting people. They ain't arresting shit. Because they ass are not cops. Them some bitch. I wish an ICE agent would tell me, you better respect my authority. I will bust my, listen.
He's got to go.
You out of your goddamn mind. Ooh, be afraid of ICE. ICE. Immigration and Customs Enforcement. I'm a veteran, a taxpaying American citizen, and a black man. Respect these nuts. What is wrong with you? Give a goddamn about them. When ICE comes up, you better respect them. They can respect
these nuts. Got him. Got him.
But tell ICE kiss my ass, ain't a damn thing they can do to me. Not a damn thing. Because, and I reiterate, ICE is not the police. But if you believe the conditioning, your ass gonna freak out as soon as you say, oh shit, oh my God, I gotta check and make sure I have my papers. Bitch, you were born in Reseda, California. Why are you running from these goddamn people? Out of your mind? Bitch, I was raised in Kansas City, Missouri. I was born in New Jersey. My mother and father came from South Carolina. Your papers, please. You can paper my balls in your forehead. What are you talking about? Get the hell on. I look like I'm mad. Wish the hell they would. Okay, everybody run. Have yourself ready. ICE is coming.
You got to bring ass to get ass.
You got to bring ass to get ass. But they got y'all asses out here shocked and afraid of ICE. ICE! Immigration and Customs Enforcement. And literally, I'm going to tell y'all something. Tell y'all a little quick thing. Did y'all know crossing the border illegally is a misdemeanor? Argue with your mom, don't argue with me. Did you know that overstaying your visa is a misdemeanor? So you literally want me, an American-born citizen, to run and hide from people who have no reason to even look in my goddamn direction. And if they did, the only thing they could get me for is a goddamn misdemeanor. Man, if you don't get your ass on some goddamn where.
Nigga, did I just catch you on the B shit?
What's wrong with you? A misdemeanor. Got me out here running like I got the weight on me. I got the bird. Hey, here, hold on to this. Oh shit, ICE is coming. Are you out of your goddamn mind? I will pump a key of that good shit in front of an ICE agent and dare the son of a bitch to say something to me. You are out of your goddamn mind. But white folk, the conditioning kicks right in. Maybe we should respect them. What? Yeah, no, for real, man. They got badges and shit. What? What?
Why so serious?
Are you serious right now? They got a badge. Bitch, I can get a badge. Hey, I got a pin for the Villains Guild. Is that the same? Oh shit, the Villains Guild's coming. Everybody, make sure you put your hands at 10 and 2 and get your license and insurance out. A member of the Villains Guild is coming. Man, if you don't sit your goofy ass down, the fuck is wrong with you? The fuck is wrong? I'm running from ICE? Are you out of your goddamn mind? But that conditioning hits y'all right in the thorax because you're really seriously going, maybe we should respect them. I mean, look at what they did to Renee Nicole Good. That was murder. Flat out. There, you want me to say it out loud? I'm sorry. That was a murder. No, hold on. I'll say it in a way y'all can understand it. That was a murder. What are you talking about? No. But people like Trump and Kristi Noem and bug-eyed Timu Sammy Davis Jr., Kash Patel, and Greg Shortman Complex Bavino, all these people, they understand that you've been conditioned. And if they say it enough, you'll believe it. Maybe they do have authority on these nuts. Well, Thomas, you can't really argue. They have badges, so they have authority on
these nuts. Got him. Got him.
JD Vance talking about they're gonna go door to door. Go to door. I wish you, please, I am begging you, go to my door. Do that Ram Man shit in a house with a black man, a white woman, and a black child. And I'm telling you,
I'm leaving here with something.
I'm leaving it with something.
You know what I mean? I'm from around the way. I'm leaving with something.
I'm leaving it with something. You're going to come through my door, and then all you're going to hear is memories, trust between the angels of my mind. You go, wow, man. I remember, is that Elvis singing? Yeah, it's Elvis singing. But wait a minute, isn't he dead? So are you, bitch. Go ahead. Sweet memories of when you busted in my door. Then I gave you all these fours. You then went, hit the floor, and now you won't be knocking on doors no more. Memories. Bitch, I wish you would. I wish Terrell your ass would. Remember when you had a girl, then you went and busted. Go ahead and do it. I can't even make a joke out of it because I'm already messed up. My bad. Sometimes the joke gets away from me, kids. Can't be helped. It's one of the things that happens. You want me to be afraid of a group of people who have absolutely no power over me and should not even darken my door to begin with? That's their conditioning. That's that goddamn conditioning. That is that Top City, like, listen, run up and get done up, dealt with. My good friend, my brother, and co-owner of Ghost Claw Productions Radio has entered the building, Mr. Jeff Kennedy. Good morning, Jeff. Ain't no goddamn way in hell I will ever walk in fear of an ICE agent. I will film them, and if I get popped, they get popped back. But again, a lot of our Caucasian brothers and sisters are waking up to the knowledge that your ass is like us now. Your labels just happen to be liberal or Democrat or far left. Criminal, thug, nigger. The slur for Mexicans, the slur for Muslims. I mean, come on. Hello? You one of us now. And I'm telling you, if you're shocked you weren't paying attention, if right now you're waking up with this hole, this big ass hole in your heart, in your stomach, like in the pit of your stomach, you're like, I can't believe this is the nation I'm living in. You ain't paid no attention. You ain't paid no attention. This movie is a retread. This is a remake of a movie called Kill the Negro. Like, we've been telling y'all this. We have been telling y'all this. We have been telling you this. This movie this is the same movie, same one. All they did was change out the cast members. Remember when they announced that there was going to be a black woman playing the Little Mermaid, and everybody lost their shit, and then one white guy said, "What if we took Roots and the color purple and changed out the race?" And we were all like, "That shit is funny." Like, I'm still trying to write the script for Stems, the reverse Roots. The story of the white Irish slave, Shaughnessy O'Shaughnessy, whose story started in Ireland, and he was brought over here and worked for, Big Black Daddy's plantation, where he was beaten every day and had tried to learn how to have rhythm and shit. Like, Stems, the reverse Roots is still gonna happen. Still gonna happen. I'm out here casting people and shit. Shaughnessy O'Shaughnessy's story will be told. But I'm looking at that man like, if you change the race of news for them doesn't mean it's new. They've always been taught. Always. This has never, ever, ever, ever been old. It's old. It's new to you. It's not new to us. And this shit is not new to us. I want y'all to hear me, and I do not speak for the entirety of the Black community, but I'm pretty sure they feel the same way. Do you know why we said we are standing down on November 6th of 2024? You know why? Because there were white folks, there were leftists, there were Muslims and Somalis that were trying to tell us, with this wealth of knowledge of how America treats minorities, they were trying to tell us that even though he's a 34-time convicted felon, who is a out and out racist, who is a 100% misogynist, who does not like Black folks in any way, shape, form, or fashion, they tried to tell us he's still a viable option. And 89% of America decided to stay home. 89% of the voting population in the United States decided to stay home. And of the people that did vote, there were a whole lot of people that voted for Jill Stein. They voted for Cornel West. In other words, they didn't take this shit seriously. And despite what what's her face says, yes, voting is a revolutionary act because you are using your voice in one way. Every revolution ain't got to have your ass out there trying to get goddamn arrested so that you can be seen on camera. Some revolutions start with the idea of, I can't let this man become president of the United States. Some shit, and I mean this, some shit. Literally, the best revolution you could possibly do is see a threat, understand a threat, and vote against it. But 89% of Americans stayed home. Stayed home. Hold on. Wolfie, they did it again. I don't see it. They did it again, Wolfie. Stayed home. Banana in the tailpipe. Again. Again. I will never forget George Stephanopoulos laughing at Keith Ellison when he said, y'all need to pay attention to Trump. He could probably win the Republican nomination. And if he's not careful, he'll win this election. And Stephanopoulos is like, that's just a fantasy. Because you have that, you have that luxury. In 2016, you had that luxury. This man said, ground by the meow, and still became president. He said, I could shoot people in the middle of Fifth Avenue and wouldn't lose a vote, and he won. Never released his tax returns, he won. Denigrated different races, and he won. Started his entire campaign off with saying that Mexico's sending drugs, crime, and rapists, and he won. And there were a whole lot of people crying, I can't believe, bitch, we can. We can. This literally, the man is so much in them goddamn files that they had FBI agents around the clock trying to clean them up, and it was too much. This second time around should have been a slam dunk, but it wasn't. And you now see the result. You see it in all its glory. It's right there. And when that son of a bitch won the second time with no guardrails, with nobody putting him in check, with nobody telling him, no, sir, no, Mr. President, you cannot do that. Listen, I'm the same way. Only reason he ran was because he was in because of those files. even with this man double talking, even with this man never fulfilling anything in his first cabinet, in his first administration, people really was out here trying to tell us that he's a viable candidate. And we sat there and we told y'all this shit gonna be bad. And a Kasparian, Trump is not a fascist. The unhinged left just has to stop calling him a fascist. Hey, bitch. And then she gonna come out and go, I was so wrong. I'm pretty sure that kept Renee Nicole Good, Keith Porter, and Alex Preddy really warm. Here you go, Anna. Here. For your, I was so wrong. Here, here. This one's for you.
It's a Leo Pleurodon, Charlie. Magical Leo Pleurodon. It's gonna guide our way to Candy Mountain.
Go on ahead and go to Candy Mountain here, Anna. You have apologized. Everybody's talking about we need to band together. Why? Why? I need y'all to hear me and understand me. Banding together means some of y'all are not going to get what you want. You're not going to be the center. And since you cannot play the supporting role, we can't go anywhere. We cannot go anywhere. We would much rather, we would be better off all combining our forces and going to a $10 house.
Your mama still working in them $10 houses?
Because that's about as good as we're going to get. Some of y'all want the attention. Some of y'all want the light. Some of y'all want the spotlight, but you do not want what comes with it. Hatred. Your family's names being doxxed. Your next door neighbor coming and telling you somebody showed up and was messing around with your driveway lights at night. That's what comes with it. Y'all ain't willing to have that. So some of y'all ain't even trying to even go to the same place. Some of y'all are one issue voters on the left. Palestine, Israel, Palestine, Israel, Palestine, Israel, Palestine. What do you think of? Israel. What do you go to sleep to? Palestine. Do you think about anything else? No. Until a white woman gets 3 bullets in her goddamn face. Then it's wow. Maybe I should have paid attention. Maybe I should have taken a chance and actually got myself educated and did a revolutionary act, like trying to make sure this goddamn dumb Cthulhu looking son of a bitch doesn't get their ass back into the White House. Maybe I should have done that. But no. And now it's starting to be shocking to you. Now it's starting to be shocking to you. Alex Preddy didn't die in Palestine. Alex Preddy died in Minneapolis. Renee Nicole Good wasn't killed by Hamas. She was killed by ICE. Over there being in one group. I'm gonna think about one place, and the shit over here is ass. America is a dumpster fire having sex with itself. But you all the way over here, oh, wow. Wait a minute. Maybe I should have paid attention. Yeah, you should have. A lot of my Caucasian brothers and sisters are waking up to knowledge that the rest of us have had for decades, for centuries. The shit was passed down from generation to generation to generation. Your ass is expendable, especially when you mess with the money. Especially when you mess with the money. Understand something, and I mean this sincerely. Your elected leaders are not going to help you. Not if you do not make them. Because these people are our employees. There is no team this, team that, team this, team that. These people are employees. And as employees, morning hell diver, as employees, they get evaluations. It's called elections. you get a chance to tell your elected employee to do something. When black folks was dying in the goddamn street, we asked for the George Floyd Fairness in Policing Act to be passed. We didn't ask for Juneteenth. We didn't ask for anything special. We asked for that. But it was only us asking for it. A lot of y'all didn't even realize there was a thing called the George Floyd Fairness in Policing Act. When the Supreme Court just gutted the goddamn Voting Rights Act, there was the John Lewis Voting Rights Act in place. It passed out of the House. Both of those bills passed out of the House. They've been sitting in Chuck Schumer's desk ever since. He ain't passed them. He ain't passed them. He has not passed them. And he won't. He won't. And do you know what is the most painful aspect of this? You really want to know? It's all the lost lives that never got justice from these Black and brown and Native communities. Never got justice. And we still have the large majority of white people in America pretending like this is a game. And it's not. It's not. These are human lives. The way y'all want to say his name, Alex Preddy, we've been saying say his name, insert Black person that died at the hands of the police over and over again. It's the reason we are so, it is the reason we check people for using that phrase, say his name, say her name. Because when we wanted you to say their names, you didn't. You said their criminal record. You said fentanyl. You said COVID. You said thug boyfriend. You said weeding system. You said had a plastic gun. You said wasn't no angel. You said he shouldn't have been selling loose cigarettes. Every goddamn time we've ever asked y'all to say their names, you didn't. And now that monster that y'all literally, you may not have fed it, but you damn sure didn't try to stop it. Now that monster has bit you. And now you're sitting there going, what can we do? What you should have done in the first place. You want to talk about all lives mattering? Black folks should have mattered first because those were the ones that were being hurt. Y'all thought putting in racism in an end zone was the end of the problem with the NFL, and that was never addressed because Colin Kaepernick still didn't have a job. How many of y'all well-meaning leftists, I know E hates that word. E hates well-meaners. How many well-meaning leftists and liberals said maybe we shouldn't protest in the street? How many of y'all got mad that people were protesting in the street? How many of y'all were one of the ones that said that burning down houses and burning down companies and shit like that was wrong? How many? Do you want to do it now? Does that CVS or that damn Firehouse Subs, does it mean anything now? Does it? Can you enjoy your latte at Starbucks knowing that Alex Preddy was literally labeled as some sort of a gun-toting agitator before his body was even off the goddamn ground? Can you do that now? Do you want to see this shit on fire now? You talking revolutionary now. You talking revolution now. Now. You wasn't talking it when George Floyd died. You wasn't talking it when Breonna Taylor died. You wasn't talking it when Sonia Massey died. You wasn't talking it when Michael Brown died. You told us to temper our anger, temper our rage, temper the sadness and the sorrow every one of us carried day after day after day after day. It's the reason our health is bad. It's the reason our interactions with people is bad. It's the reason we had this hyperviolence, this hypersexuality. You kept telling us over and over and over and over to hold on to it. Never let it out. Keep it in here. Find it in Jesus. Find it in those bones of Dr. Martin Luther King. Do you think right now Dr. King would be ready to burn this bitch down? Because you should. You should be ready to get rid of this bitch. You should be ready to get rid of this bitch. You should be out there telling ICE they have no authority. It's not about standing in solidarity of your brown brothers and sisters. It's about getting in the face of the people that might harm your brown brothers and sisters, because there's a history of that shit. There's a history of it. It means, oh, wow, wait a minute. I'm worried about my brand deal. Fuck your brand deal. Excuse me, Angry. I know. You should want to see the change, but it shouldn't be because Renee Nicole Good or Alex Preddy died. It should have been when Sonia Massey died, when Tamir Rice died, when Alton Sterling died, when Philando Castile died. You should have been ready to torch this bitch then, instead of being complacent. Because now it's too late. Being honest, it's too late. You will post videos about ICE, depending on whether or not the algorithm and Oracle likes you, those videos will get out, or they will be shadow banned. Your news organizations will lie to you. They will look you in your face and lie to you. You have a choice of just turning this shit off or continue to watch. People will tell you voting doesn't matter. If it didn't matter, they wouldn't be trying to take it away from you so much. You can get educated. You can fight the good fights, get in the good trouble, as John Lewis said. You can hold our side to a standard, and anybody that doesn't meet it, beat their ass and get them up out of here. Hold ourselves to a higher account, and those who fall less than it, beat your ass and hide the Bible if God's watching. Beat your ass and hide the Bible if God's watching. You should be ready to die for it. I was talking to E this past weekend. Had a meeting amongst some of the senior leadership of the Villains Guild, where I kind of broke down. I did. I'm not gonna lie, I broke down. Stay informed. Follow GCPR and its host on all other platforms. Follow GCPR and its host on all social media platforms. So he reaches out to me. And I told him I am failing badly. I had one goal. To make a world that is worthy of my daughter. And I'm failing at it. It's not like I haven't failed in life. I was never a good dad. I've been an okay husband, but not a good one. I haven't always been the best friend, but that goal's still in place. If I die today, for some reason I'm not sitting in front of this microphone tomorrow morning, I will die knowing that I have left the purest soul I have ever known in my life to a world full of people who would rather watch as people die than to ever take a stand for anything that doesn't require them to be on camera to do it. And in that regard, I fight. In that regard, I fight. No, ladies and gentlemen, I am not an activist. I am not. I will never say that I am. I will show up at a rally, I will speak, and I'll probably leave because I have agoraphobia. The past couple of weeks, actually more than a month, it goes like beyond, like, I think my birthday, like before my birthday, like in December, things started to get a little dark for me. 5th anniversary of the death of my mother. The 54th anniversary of the death of my grandmother. And then there's my birthday, last day of the year. I look at what's left. I look at what I am doing here. I'm asking myself, am I making a difference? Is anything changing? I'm watching as white people finally come up to the realization that their ass is expendable too. It's painful, and I know it is. But it is absolutely true. It is what we have been warning you about longer than I've been alive. Every flowery speech, every march, every water hose, every dog's being bitten on, sick on people, every dead black person down south, every lynching. It's all been for one reason and one reason only. To tell you the reason this country is the way it is because you're not paying very close attention to it. And now y'all are starting to understand that because it has taken two of your own. The realization that every word black folks have been saying to you about these extrajudicial killings, about the fact that we are afraid to drive because we don't know whether or not that will be the last drive we make. All of it. All of it. The fear. Knowing that as a black man, you walk into a room, you represent 13% of the population of the United States, and you have to act accordingly. Knowing as a black woman, you can't get angry, you can't get emotional, you can't scream, you can't be loud or nothing because the stereotypes literally are waiting for you to do so. And to know there were so many black bodies that people just wrote off. Y'all go look at the youngest person ever put to death in the United States. It was George Stinney. He was 12. He was so small that they made him sit on his own Bible to fit the apparatus. He was exonerated like 5 years ago, 5 or 6 years ago, something like that. But that's cold comfort. Doesn't mean shit. How many of these black men that are accused of raping a white woman or killing a white woman go in and find out, oh no, you didn't do it, but there's 50 years of their life gone. They are broken. They're shattered. Whatever they could have been in this world doesn't matter now. The black man who was accused of sexually assaulting two twins and their cousin, he was only picked because he was in handcuffs. He was the only one in the police lineup with handcuffs. And even after his exoneration, the twins still say, well, we got 30 years out of him, or 40 years, something like that. The writer that accused a black man of rape even wrote a whole book about it. The man got out of prison, but he had to register. Him and his new wife never had kids because he was afraid, only to find out it wasn't true. Now, did the writer give him some money? I don't know. She might have. Did he sue her? I don't know. He might have. But his life is done. He is broken. That is the system that y'all watched and told us was the greatest in the world. That, all of that, everything I just told you is pieces of that same tapestry that we told you was doing horrible things to us. Black women, black men, black gays, black days, black children, black elderly, black disabled. We told you this. You did not believe. You were so cavalier about not believing. You were so arrogant about not believing. And then it bit one of your own. You watched in real time as the Renee Nicole Good, a wife and a mother, was turned into everything except a woman who had stuffed animals in her glove compartment and whose last words were, I ain't mad at you, guy or dude. It bit one of y'all's. It bit one of y'all's. And then you watched it. She got labeled as everything except Renee Nicole Good, a wife and a mother. Then this Saturday, it happens again. This Saturday, it happened again. A white man who was exercising his Second Amendment rights to carry one of them things, had it in the holster, who was filming and helping people up, helping women up, asking, his last words being, are you okay? And they riddled him with bullets. And then they treated him like a piece of venison because the person who actually had medical experience, a pediatric nurse, tried to go help him, and they were counting the bullet holes. No dignity. And before that man's blood was cold, that man's blood was cold, he was labeled a left-wing agitator who was brandishing a weapon at our brave ICE agent. So the question now becomes this, and this is why I'll end this show. What you gonna do about it? What you gonna do about it now? What are you going to do? Are you going to continue to be complacent? Are you going to continue to look for the brand deal rather than looking for honesty? Are you going to tap into that righteous anger, or are you going to table it the way you've told us to? Are you going to finally tell truth to goddamn power and say we shouldn't have had this man in the White House, and I'll be goddamned if I'm going to let this happen to my neighbor? Are you going to get mad or not? Peter Finch Network. I don't know what to tell you to do, but I know first you have to get mad. You've got to say, I'm a human being, God damn it. My life has value. Because the only way you're going to get through this isn't with who can make TikTok videos during a protest, not pussy hats, not Jill Stein, not Bernie Bros, not centrism. The only way you're going to get through this is with righteous anger and a coordinated effort. I use my words because I can't use my fist and I can't use my body, but I can use my voice. The one thing Raul gave me that will make a difference. I can do this show every morning. I can make you laugh. I can make you cry, but I damn sure can make you think. Using this, getting my ass up and voting. No, Wolfie, you're fine. You're fine. Get it all out and then take a minute to breathe. You're doing so much every day that is noticed and appreciated. At the end of the day, regardless of what you think of me, my arrogance, my profanity, my overall look, the black fingernails, the hoop earrings, the whatever, you, regardless of what you think, oh my God, he's the Villains Guild and blah, 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 whatever you think, at the end of the day, all I am trying to do is make a world that is worthy of my daughter, Asia. I have righteous anger and a singular purpose. And the only thing I want to do is make a world that is worthy of the purest soul I have ever known. It ain't like that right now. So I keep fighting. I don't have to think I'm a human being, God damn it. I know I am. And I also know I have value. It shouldn't take the death of two white people for white people to understand that depending on where you stand, they're coming for you too. It shouldn't take ICE agents snatching a 5-year-old and using his bait for his father. You should have been mad if they were there in the first place. You're upset, you're pissed off, you're mad now. Good. Now take it and do something with it. As for me, I'm just going to keep trying to build a world that's worthy of my child. The purest soul I've ever known. And all she does is love on this really bad man. You tell me if you would give up the world to make sure she's happy. If it was you. All right, kids, got some shit to go do. Be safe, Harley. Hazel, be safe. Be safe. Love you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Show wasn't supposed to get as deep and wasn't supposed to get as deep as it did, but it was what I felt in my heart, so I had to say it. So rest in peace, Keith Porter Jr., Renee Nicole Good, Alex Peretti, and every person that has died at the hands of these untrained, white supremacist tinged ICE agents who have no authority whatsoever. If you guys like what I'm doing here and want to support, patreon.com/Thomas the Bishop. $3 a month. You can help me keep all of this running. GCPR is getting bigger and better. The Moriarty Files will be coming to GCPR in the near future, the 31st of January, which is Saturday. Please tune in to the Friendly Differences podcast. Myself, Black Cabinet Education, aka Lloyd, and Taz will be there with Ba Ram, who is a Scottish conservative, where we will be discussing race in the world. Ba seems to believe that we are racist to white people. I told him that set a time and a place, and we will talk about this. That is this Saturday, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 12 noon on the West Coast on the Friendly Differences podcast. And as we always do, we got great shows coming this week. Raoul's coming. We have Heart to Heart with Pastor Clinton, Superplex Party. Jeff is feeling a little bit better, so he will be here and around. GCPR is growing and it's expanding. The Moriarty Files means we are an international thing now. And we are so very, very happy and proud to have my brother Elijah, a.k.a. E, a.k.a. Professor Moriarty, a.k.a. the leader of the Outcast Nation, on this radio station. Yes, T. Nathan has conversations with T. Nathan at 11 p.m. every night on GCPR. So I will end it at that. Go to patreon.com/Thomas the Villain Bishop. As always, please look out and thank you to my sponsors. We love you guys. We do have a Discord. We have a Sound of Coffee Discord. Talk to Angry or Smoking Hot to get into it, because we talk a lot of shit, but we can back it all the hell up. Our Discord is crazy. Please, it's also the place where we can, interact with each other. The inspirational word from Miss Star O'Gwen: be limitless today. I love you. I'm proud of you. Be confident in who you are and command the respect you deserve in every room that you enter. I got your 6. That is the inspirational word from one Miss Star O'Gwen. Hydrate, elevate, self-love, and self-care. I love y'all. Have a beautiful day on purpose. That is a good word from one Miss Trustina, long-time coffee bean. What is it that we say every day, kids? If this is your first time watching or listening, welcome. If you've been here for a while, you already know. We're not going to get better if we're afraid. The only way we will get through this is having the will to fight. I may not make it to the end, but one thing you will always know about me is this: I fight for the collective. I fight for the human right. And above all, I fight to make a world, not her being worthy of the world, but a world that is worthy of the purest human being, the purest soul I will ever know. And as long as I'm doing that, I know I'm doing the right thing. So what do we say every day, kids? May your day be as sweet as the coffee in your cup. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, my name is Thomas Bishop. I am known as the Villain. My title and designation is the Brutalist, the leader of the Villains Guild. I am a proud member of the Outcast Nation. And this has been a Misunderstandings and Furniture Moving Monday episode of The Sound of Coffee on Ghost Call Productions Radio, GCPR, where every voice matters. The love I have for you is indescribable. The pride I see in you is unimaginable. And the hope I have for you is undying. Please remember that. With love in my heart, I say this. With peace on my mind, I give this. Ooh. Y'all see the shade? Y'all see the shade? Head bald as hell, girl. Sexy, baby, sexy. And just a tad bit of hair grease. I will see you all tomorrow morning for Trifling Tuesday. I'm going to find something not as heavy to talk about. We're going to talk about some trifling something. I listen, if I have to go scan messy talk, I'm going to find some trifling shit to talk about. We're going to talk trifling. I love you guys. I love you guys. Have the best day possible. We'll see you tomorrow. Peace. I love you guys. Don't ever forget that.